Hey, it's Benji Cole, son of Al Cole from CBS Radio and host of the syndicated talk show, People of Distinction. The talk that gives you an in-depth view of some of the most dynamic, intelligent, and successful people on the planet. Run to our website, alcoleenterprises.com for more info. Email me directly through benji@alcoleenterprises.com if you'd like to get involved with what we have going. And as always, please continue to like and support our broadcasts. People of Distinction is an internationally syndicated show because of viewers like you. People, we're available on all major podcasts as well as YouTube. So if you keep following, we're going to continue to put out the content. All right, we appreciate the support. Keep on showing the love, and do me a favor, sit back and strap in because we are very excited to showcase this next guest here with us on our network. And on the line with us today, we have Cath Murphy. We're going to be discussing her amazing book, Twin Brothers Mountains, available for purchase through Amazon, Barnes & Noble, pretty much all the regular online book resellers. Head on over there today, pick up your copies, and see why you need to get involved with this amazing book. Before we go any further, though, I want to take this opportunity and point out that Cath was brought to our network, People of Distinction, today by one of the best firms in the business. And people, you already know I'm talking about Book Launch International. For my writers out there who have written their book and now you need help moving that masterpiece you've developed, contact Book Launch. I'm telling you people, they are one of the best in the business to do it, and this is exactly what they specialize in. You're going to want to head on over to booklaunchintl.com to gather more information on everything that they have in store. Once again, that's booklaunchintl.com. Cath, first and foremost, welcome to People of Distinction, and thank you very much for being a guest. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
Perfect. Well, Cath, listen, it is a true pleasure to have you here. As I mentioned in my opening, your book balances beautifully entertainment with education, entertainment with great messages, right? Great themes to build off of, and something that is perfect for a contemporary audience. So we are thoroughly looking forward to this. It is a true pleasure to have you here with us. Before we go into the book, start off by telling us a little bit more about yourself. Who is Cath Murphy?
Outside of my writing, well, I've been published since about the mid-70s in different areas. Short stories, a lot of union work. I've also graduated from college, and I also mentor people with MS or do support group work.
Well, Cath, I have to ask, upon your own admission, you've been writing since the 70s, or you've been published since the 70s, probably have been writing even further than that. I have to ask, what inspired you to embark upon this journey of creative writing and write this particular book?
Well, I was laying in the hospital bed, staring at the ceiling, listening to the news about all the hate crimes, all the abuse against people in detention centers, unhuman conditions, and it just got my active imagination going. And I started developing the story while laying in bed.
You know, Cath, your book tackles a lot of themes, right? We're dealing with environmental challenges, social challenges within the book, amongst a lot of others. But talk to us, what are you hoping that your readers take away from these particular themes?
Well, I hope it's just an enjoyable story to begin with, but I hope it gives them food for thought. Things about what to do about the abortion issue. It's like if the women have to carry the pregnancies to term, shouldn't the guy be responsible for the child? And also, we've got a lot of deforestation, so we need something to supply oxygen to the world.
Cath, can you describe your writing process? Talk to us a little bit more about the writing of this book, from the conception to publication. What was the process like?
Well, conception, I laid in the hospital bed for about 6 to 8 weeks. And then when I came home, I actually started writing it on the computer. And it took about a year to write it, and about 2 years after that to get it published, to find somebody that really liked it.
Well, without further ado, Cath, let's jump right in. We'll get back to the writing process and things in a bit, but let's jump right into this book itself. Twin Brothers Mountains. Tell us a little bit more about the words on those pages.
The book itself is based on a fictional area that I took information from Greenland and Iceland to develop this potential island. And the story takes place on the Twin Brothers, or the majority of it does. And it starts with Tom Langley and his adventures and misadventures, and then also Ian and Molly come over from Ireland and Scotland, and they hit the winter cycle, their first winter there, and they have to try and survive. And it's just all about the adventures and misadventures.
You know, a great segue that you've established there for us, Cath. Let's go a little further into dialogue about the characters. You just mentioned your main protagonist and a number of other characters as well. Talk to us a little bit more about those characters in a little more detail, how you've created them, and really how they developed over time. Tell us a little bit more about your characters.
Well, Tom Langley is the one, like I say, the book really follows in the beginning. And Caitlin is one of his children. And she gets into a lot of problems with different things that happened on the ranch. And it's not her fault. And she also gets subpoenaed and comes to trial for a marital complaint, but she's not married.
People, I'm telling you, again, it's Amazon, it's Barnes & Noble. It's called Twin Brothers Mountains. You're going to need to head on over there and pick up your copies. I'll tell you, this book is littered with so much. It truly is a gift. You know where you got to go. Head on over there today, pick up your copies, get lost in all of it. Jumping back into your writing process here for a bit, Cath, you said it yourself. I mean, you've been writing for decades. I mean, this is something that's your bread and butter, right? This is what you know. So I'm curious, how do you feel your writing has evolved over the years?
Well, I think the characters have gotten more intertwined and react with each other a little bit better than when I first started. My characters in the beginning were pretty straightforward and did basically what they wanted as they were supposed to do it without reacting to others. In this one, I think they're a little more evolved.
So, Cath, for this next one, we're going to dive into our imagination a little bit, okay? Cath, if you could enter the world of the book that you've written, and you could choose any page out of the book to land on and to fully immerse yourself in and live and experience, which page would you choose to land on, Cath, and why?
Well, I'll let the reader decide that for themselves.
Well, there you have it. You see, people, you see what she did there? You see what she did there? No secrets given at all. You know what you gotta do. Again, it's Amazon, it's Barnes & Noble. The book is called Twin Brothers Mountains. Head on over there, pick up your copies, and get lost in all of it. This is something you're gonna wanna add to your shelf. This book is magnificent for so many reasons. We've barely scratched the surface here today. Head on over there, pick up your copies, and discover the rest. Cath, this has been an absolute delight. Such a pleasure. Thank you once again for being a guest on People of Distinction.
We're outstanding. Thank you very much.